Hold on, let's get this thing right. That's not a pimple. That's actually a microphone. I had worked in the entertainment industry for almost 18 years, working with film and live sound, and it was an obsession that drove me to boredom. To be honest, I felt like I accomplished everything I could, and I wanted to change the pace. And everything that I put on the back burner for so many years, it was time to finally make, more important in my life, and make it a priority and make myself my own boss. I got tired of working for somebody else, and I had done the graphics, I had done the touring, and I had done stage management and tour managing and every aspect of helping with bands and merch and everything. And I went through school for graphics. I went to school for film. I was forced into uncomfortable situations. I had to take writing courses, directing courses. I gripped for several years, acting classes. It was great. I had great mentors, but it just wasn't me. I thought I was going to be the next big star, and it wasn't for me. And everything that I put on the back burner, and I never fully applied myself until I realized how important it was. And once I learned about tattooing, I tackled it just as much as if I was tackling sobriety or something. I got involved with everything I could and took in everything I possibly could. With tattooing, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When we're not tattooing, we're studying tattooing, we're looking at art, we're painting, we're critiquing art, we're pushing each other at the shop. This is the first shop I've worked at where everyone encourages each other. There's no outside politics. We don't bring in outside drama. Everyone's there to push each other, pick each other up. You do. I sound like a girl. This photo book that I've been working on is called Tales, Life Through a Time Loop. It's a photograph book about tattoo artists. It's been in production for about a year and a half, and it's been a journey of pretty much pre-production and interviewing artists at this point and gathering resources to make this dream come true. The intention is to photograph tattoo artists and not their work, and to put them in their natural elements or in comfortable situations and capture them at a time when they least expect. I'm hoping this book comes out in about a year or two. I hope to include anywhere between 100 to 200 artists, from beginners to the most advanced, to people that sacrifice, people that influence us through painting, through tattooing, through just pushing the boundaries, taking tattooing to the next level. It's going to cover pretty much just the United States. This isn't going to be an international project at this point. All major cities, all contacts that we've made. This project that I'm working on it's obviously it's something I'd like to tackle on myself, because it would be a hell of a fulfillment to get this thing done, but at the same, I'm relying and hoping that all my friends and influences help me out with this project. This isn't a journey I want to take entirely on myself. I'd like to include friends with this in the travels and the opportunity to experience what's out there. It's an amazing idea. I haven't seen it be done, and it's something that I've been looking really forward to. I'm shooting with the Nikon cameras, a wide range of lenses. It's exciting. I put down video and went to photography, and it's just another form of art. It's using light sources. It's the same as painting and tattooing. It's great. It's been a blast so far. I've got a few subjects already shot, and I just want to continue. Just keep photographing as many tattoo artists as possible. There's been so many amazing publications already, and with like Sean Barber's life portraits, that pushed boundaries like no other. I got to give it to him. He's been one of the most influential and definitely one of the most encouraging individuals for this project. I'm just tired of seeing 1,000 books at Borders of generic tattoos. And at this point, this is something that's for tattoo artists, and this will act more or less like a yearbook for us. Whether it's a coffee table book or it's something that'll be in shops or tucked away in somebody's bookshelf, we could look back and realize, hey, that's what we were doing at this time, and it would be kind of fun to see our friends and, you know, what was surrounding us at that time.
Anything obstacles that have changed the direction of the project?
Absolutely, financial. Financial's been my biggest worry. I'm funding this entirely by myself at this point, so that's what's taken so long. And of course, with work, my work schedule, tattooing is 24 hours a day. Whether we like it or not, it consumes our life. When we're not here, we're thinking about tattooing, we're drawing, we're getting ready for the next appointment and next project. So it's slowed me down tremendously. This is something I thought was going to be done in a year, and I realized that it's going to take 2 to 3 years to complete. At this point, I'm looking for publication. I'm looking for representation. Just putting together letters and talking to as many people as possible. Are we getting washed out?
No, we're good. I'm watching it. We're good.
That's been a big feat, is finding the right representation to help me with this project. Yes, it is something that I can privately fund. I just don't think it will be as complete as I'd like it to be. I want it to be something that people will remember and treasure and appreciate, rather than just another book that's thrown on the table and it's cool, you did it, what's next? So this is a hell of a project. It's a hell of a journey, and that's why I'm calling it Life Through a Time Loop, because it's starting at one place and going full circle, coming back to the beginning, and then work on the next project. I've already got plans for another book, but at the same time, tattooing comes first. So that's where my involvement lays. As far as me being a part with the guys at Clandestine Rabbit, I've been here for about 1.5 years almost at this point. I worked at a few other shops prior, went through a couple apprenticeships and learned the proper etiquette of being in a tattoo shop and getting the comfort level and working several conventions and the diversity of individuals. And I wasn't advancing. I was at a standstill, and I had the opportunity to come work with these guys. They more or less took me from a shop that I was working at, and at this point I've never been happier in my life. Being able to be here 6-7 days a week is unbelievable. When I do take time off here, I feel like I'm missing out. I really feel like there's something going on, or you know, I want to be a part of it, because these guys are such a family to me. You don't see your families and friends. This is it. This is your family. And tattooing life. We're a subculture. You know, we really are a circus, and as big as it is, what separates, you know, the best from the rest is that, you know, everybody lives and breathes and shits tattooing. This is just like any other aspect, whether it be film or any other art. It consumes your life, and that's what this place does, and it's amazing. I work with a great group of guys. These guys push each other, we pick each other up, we push each other. You know, if somebody falls, everyone's there to pick each other up, point out our flaws. It's amazing, whether it's painting or tattooing, or even with my photography. What might look good to me, they can tell me, hey, that doesn't look right, that the lighting's bad there, and you know, I'll criticize and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, but sure as hell, they sure do. It's the average eye, you know, it's what's appealing to them as well. That's what's been so helpful, is these guys have really helped me out. Everyone here has such an amazing art background. Nobody just started out out of nowhere. Everybody here comes from a wide variety of arts. You know, it's an amazing opportunity. This is the best shop I've worked at. I love these guys. And we have Whole Foods right down the street. I couldn't ask for anything better. What else would you like to talk about?